with me.
Get ready, because this movie starts with a backstory that sets up an international terror plot. We are introduced to two brothers. Their names are Dmitri and Arkady. These two brothers once spearheaded a freedom movement in the Russian state of Sokovia with the goal of liberating the people there. But as this movement progressed, the government became increasingly upset. They launched a brutal strike, which tragically resulted in Dmitri's death. Arkady, however, survived, only to be captured and imprisoned. With that, the movement ended. Time started to pass, and 17 long years went by. Now, Arkady is finally a free man. But here is the massive twist. He found out that his brother Dmitri is, in fact, still alive. Driven by a desperate need to reunite, Arkady begins an obsessive, worldwide search for his brother. This quest ultimately brings him to London. Arkady doesn't come alone, though. He brings an entire squad with him, and their immediate target is a man who knows about Dmitri's location. That's why Arkady's men are following him. This target is sprinting for his life, because the running man knows Dmitri absolutely does not want to meet his brother. Dmitri knows that if he comes to Arkady, Arkady will instantly force him again, demanding they restart the Sokovia movement. That's the reason he desperately keeps running. But Arkady's relentless crew finally catches their man. They drag him to a secret location where they begin to torture him viciously. Arkady is there, demanding answers. But the brave captive refuses to speak. Meanwhile, we cut to a completely different scene, London Airport. Here, we meet Michael Knox, a former military officer. Michael is heading to the home of a close friend, a fellow soldier who tragically passed away. Michael always comes to visit the family, checking on his friend's wife and daughter. This daughter is named Danny. Now, Danny's mother is incredibly strict, often locking the girl inside because of her rebellious nature. Danny, however, is an expert at sneaking out. Today is no different. As she slips out of the house, who does she find waiting outside? Michael. The two are thrilled to see each other. Michael then pulls out a couple of tickets from his pocket. "I have a football match ticket tonight," he says. "Would you like to come with me?" Danny instantly agrees. At the match, Danny opens up about her dad. She shares that his work was more important to him, not his family. That's why he never gave them time. He was constantly busy with his work again and again, and in the end, he left them like this. Hearing these words, Michael tries to comfort her, explaining what a truly good man her father was. That's when Danny gets a text from her boyfriend. He's at the stadium too, in Block 7, and wants to meet up right now. Using hunger as an excuse, Danny tells Michael she needs snacks. Michael, being the good guardian, heads off to get snacks. This is where the movie detonates. Arkady's people enter the stadium with the help of a disguised ambulance. The second they step inside, they start executing the security guards. They race to the control room and seize control of all systems. To scare the rest of the staff, they kill as many staff members as possible so that the remaining people listen to them and don't try to show any cunning. They then confront the stadium in charge, a man whose name is Thompson. Arkady threatens him directly, "If you try to show cunning or if you refuse to support us, then we will kill you first. And after killing you, we will kill your entire family." That's why Thompson has only one path to survival: absolute obedience. Scared for his life, Thompson agrees to help. Arkady orders him to close all the doors, sealing the stadium off completely so that no one can come in and no one can go out. Thompson does the same. Next, the terrorists blow up all the surrounding communications towers, ensuring everyone's phone network disappears and no one can contact the outside world. Michael returns to his seat with the snacks. But Danny is gone. Panic sets in. He frantically searches for her everywhere. When he doesn't find Danny, he tries to call her phone. That's when he realizes, no signal. His worry intensifies. He approaches a guard named Faisal and pleads, "I have to find my daughter. Call the control room and tell them to check the CCTV footage. I need to know where she went from her seat." Faisal contacts the control room, but they ignore his every question. Michael insists, "Take me to the control room. I want to talk to them myself." Faisal reluctantly leads Michael toward the control room. They reach an elevator, where another guard tries to stop them from going upstairs. Michael and Faisal state they have to go anyway, so the guard understands that they won't listen. All three enter the lift. But this guard has made up his mind that he will kill both of them. Moments later, he attacks Michael. But he has no idea what Michael is. A brutal fight erupts. During the struggle, Michael yells to Faisal, "There's a gun lying near your feet. Pick it up and give it to me." As soon as Faisal hands him the weapon, Michael uses it to subdue and trap the terrorist guard. Faisal is utterly shell-shocked and doesn't understand what is happening here. But now Michael has understood that something truly bad is going to happen here. That's why he quickly picks up the guard's body and hides it in the toilet. He starts checking the guard's bag. After opening the bag, he finds a stash of explosives. Michael understands that this matter is more serious than he thought. He immediately grabs Faisal's walkie-talkie and tries to contact the police. He talks to the police commander and tells him the whole story. The commander is skeptical. He immediately contacts the control room and talks to Thompson, asking him if Michael's claims are true. Thompson refuses, because Arkady is here, and if Thompson says anything, Arkady will blow his head off. That's why Thompson has to say that everything is fine here. So, the police dismiss Michael's warning and get back to work. Meanwhile, the terrorists have now entered the system and are scanning everyone's faces to find out where Dmitri is. But they cannot find Dmitri. That's why half of the people are here, and half are planting bombs everywhere so that when they leave after wreaking havoc. Arkady is glued to the control room screen, trying his best to find his brother. Suddenly, a woman named Tatiana approaches him. "Something is definitely wrong here," she warns. "Our comrade, Andrei, was standing near the lift, and now he's vanished. Someone must have come inside who is attacking us." Arkady immediately sends 2 men to go and find Andrei. They start looking for him in the entire stadium. Shortly after, they find a dead body in a toilet. They inform Arkady. Enraged, Arkady deploys 2 more elite operatives whose names are Vlad and Anton. Michael knows they are coming. He heads to the kitchen and starts preparing to send Faisal down via a tiny service elevator. He shows Faisal Danny's picture and tells him to go down, find Danny, and keep her safe because anything could happen here. Faisal agrees and descends, and Michael stays behind. Vlad and Anton arrive and immediately attack Michael. But it is not that easy to kill Michael. He quickly dispatches Anton as soon as he sees him. But Vlad is very powerful. It is not that easy to kill him. The fight continues between these two. Michael knows how to get rid of people like Vlad. That's why he beats him, and in the end he plunges his head into the boiling oil. Vlad is dead. Michael immediately leaves. Tatiana is looking for him everywhere. That's when she finds Vlad's body. After seeing this body, she gets angry because Vlad was her boyfriend. Tatiana is now consumed by a thirst for revenge against Michael. Michael, meanwhile, grabs Anton's body and hauls it up to the roof. He throws the corpse onto the road below so that the police will finally know that terrorists have entered here. The plan works. The news explodes across the city. The commander now believes Michael was telling the truth. Arkady and his men move to the broadcast room. They start killing everyone in that room, and these horrific things are broadcast live, terrifying absolutely everyone watching. Arkady goes to a reporter and gives him a note. He orders him to read it to the entire world and issues a chilling threat to the police. If a single police officer enters the stadium, they will detonate all the bombs. The reporter reads the message. It is an ultimatum to the British government. Contact the Russian government and find his brother Dmitri. If they refuse, the stadium, with its 32,000 people, will be blown to pieces. As soon as the reporter finishes reading this terrifying message, Arkady shoots him. The remaining reporters and the whole world watch this in horror. Danny's mother sees the news. She knows Danny is in that same stadium and is overcome with dread. Arkady's men arrive with an update. "We found out who killed our people," they report. "His name is Michael. We saw him on the CCTV feed." They pull up his records and confirm he is a former military officer. But they also see the most critical detail. Michael came with a girl named Danny. Arkady immediately sends his team to capture her. Michael sees them heading for Danny and races after them. Stadium guards try to catch Michael. But before Arkady's men can grab Danny, Faisal reaches her first. He takes Danny and hides her. Michael also reaches Danny, and both of them are very happy to see each other. Michael desperately needs to escape, but he realizes the sheer scale of the bombs planted all around the stadium. After inspecting them, he finds out that he can't cross these bombs, nor can he defuse them. He contacts the commander and tells him the whole story. No one can defuse these bombs. If anyone can defuse these bombs, it is only Arkady. He has the remote in his hand. Michael explains there is only one way to reach Arkady. You tell me where Dmitri is. Because Arkady is going to him. But before that, I will grab Dmitri and then I will ask him for a defusing kit in return. The commander agrees and tells Michael where Dmitri is hiding. Michael sets off to find Dmitri. But first, he tells Faisal, take Danny and go to a safe place. Because anything can happen here, Danny is your responsibility. Faisal takes Danny and leaves. Michael starts going to Dmitri. Arkady's people see him and start attacking him. But Michael knows how to save himself from them. That's why he starts killing everyone one by one and starts moving forward. He finally catches up to Dmitri and levels his gun at him. It is revealed that Dmitri underwent plastic surgery. That's why his face has completely changed. When Michael meets Dmitri, Arkady sees this on the camera feed. He recognizes his brother despite the new face. That's why he sends every remaining person in his crew in front of him. At the same time, Tatiana reaches Faisal and Danny. She knocks Faisal unconscious and takes Danny as a prisoner and leaves. Michael and Dmitri are trying to escape, but Arkady's people are attacking them again and again. Michael fights them off and reaches the stadium, where he contacts Arkady. Arkady reveals the worst news. Danny's with me. Hand over Dmitri if you want her alive. Michael agrees to this but has one condition. He will only make the trade once all the people are evacuated from the stadium. Arkady starts thinking about this. He takes Danny and moves forward so that he can go to the roof. Michael asks Dmitri, why are you running from your own brother? Dmitri answers, because he wants to start the movement again. And I know that if the movement starts, then a lot of people will die in the name of freedom. A lot of innocent people will die. That's why I'm running away from my brother, because I don't want the bloodshed. Arkady reaches the roof with Danny, and they prepare for the exchange. Michael chose the roof because the police helicopters are flying above. The deal is made. Michael will release Dmitri, and Arkady will release Danny. The exchange begins. But as Danny gets close, she realizes the person in Dmitri's clothes is actually Michael. Michael yells, run quickly to Dmitri now. Danny runs. Michael immediately launches himself at Arkady. Police fire erupts from the helicopter, taking out Arkady's remaining people. Michael steals the diffuser from Arkady's hand. That's when Tatiana comes here and attacks Michael. They have a brutal, prolonged fight, and they fall down from the building. The second time they both fall down, a steel rod enters Tatiana's stomach, and she starts taking her last breaths. But she gasps a terrible warning to Michael while dying. You will never be able to defuse the bomb with this diffuser. Because as soon as this game is over, there will be a big blast here. That too is automatic. You can't defuse that bomb. Meanwhile, Dmitri and Danny are grabbed by one of Arkady's men and taken back to Arkady. Dmitri faces his brother. Do you know why I pretended to be dead? He explains, because I wanted to save your life. The government wanted to kill you. Then I made a deal with them. I will pretend to be dead, and then they will only arrest you and release you after some time. And with this, the movement will end. But you still want the same things and I don't. Dmitri then picks up the gun and shoots himself. Arkady breaks down. He takes out his gun in anger and executes the man who brought Dmitri and Danny to him. Michael contacts Faisal. Get everyone off their seats, he screams. The seats can be blasted at any time. Faisal races to clear the seating area. Michael's eyes fall on a stadium screen. He sees that Arkady has Danny hostage again, holding a gun to her head. Michael sprints toward the control room. The 90-minute clock runs out, and the entire control room explodes. Michael collapses, devastated. He thinks that because of him, today there was a big blast here, that Danny died, and he failed to save her. He suddenly remembers the video feed. The clock behind Arcady was not 90 minutes, but 85 minutes. It means he had played a recorded video. Danny could still be alive. That's why he starts running among the people so that he can find Danny. He finds Arcady, who still has a gun on Danny. Michael signals to Danny, "Hit Arcady with your head." Danny does the same. As Arcady is momentarily distracted, Michael shoots him in the head. Arcady dies. Danny runs to Michael. Michael takes her home. Everyone is saved. And that's how the action-packed movie final score ends, folks. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the story, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and, of course, subscribe to the channel.